Welcome to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. In this episode, we are diving into a significant development from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration that offers a streamlined path to market for a very specific category of medical devices. On June 4, 2026, the FDA issued a new final guidance document detailing its intent to exempt certain unclassified medical devices from the standard 510(k) pre-market notification requirements. This is a crucial update for any manufacturer whose products fall into this unique regulatory niche. First, let's clarify what we mean by unclassified devices. These are not new, high-risk devices. Rather, they are products that were legally on the market before the medical device amendments were passed in 1976. When these amendments were enacted, the FDA began the massive task of classifying all existing devices into Class 1, 2, or 3 based on risk. However, a small subset of these pre-amendment devices were never formally assigned a class. They have existed in a state of regulatory limbo, generally requiring a 510(k) submission by default, just like most Class 2 devices, to demonstrate substantial equivalence to a predicate device. The new guidance, effective June 4, 2026, changes this landscape. Recognizing that many of these unclassified devices have a long history of safe use and pose a low risk to patients, the FDA has determined that 510(k) pre-market notification is not necessary to provide a reasonable assurance of their safety and effectiveness. The guidance provides a specific list of device types that are now exempt. This action is part of the FDA's broader effort under the 21st Century Cures Act to reduce unnecessary regulatory burdens and focus its resources on higher-risk devices, thereby fostering innovation and patient access. This directly impacts manufacturers currently marketing or developing products that fall under the umbrella of these newly exempted unclassified devices. For example, certain types of non-powered orthopedic surgical instruments or specific specimen collection containers that have been on the market for decades without formal classification may be on this list. For these companies, the path to introducing new or modified versions of these products to the U.S. market has just become significantly less complex and costly. It's important to note that this exemption does not remove all regulatory obligations. These devices are still subject to what the FDA calls general controls. General controls include requirements for establishment registration, device listing, quality system regulation, labeling requirements, and medical device reporting for adverse events. The exemption is specifically from the need to submit a 510(k) file. So, what are the practical next steps for regulatory and quality teams? First, we strongly recommend conducting a thorough review of your company's entire product portfolio. Identify any devices that are considered pre-amendment or unclassified and cross-reference them against the FDA's new exemption list published in the June 4, 2026 guidance. Second, if you find a match, you must update your internal regulatory procedures and quality management system. Your documentation should clearly reflect the device's exempt status and the rationale for it, referencing the new guidance. This ensures your QMS is aligned with your current regulatory strategy. Third, for any of these devices currently in the development pipeline, this is an opportunity to reevaluate your go-to-market strategy. Project timelines can be accelerated, and budgets allocated for 510(k) preparation and submission can be redirected. This could provide a significant competitive advantage. Finally, even though a 510(k) is not required, your technical documentation must still be robust enough to support the device's safety and effectiveness and comply with all applicable general controls. Do not interpret this exemption as a pass on maintaining proper design history files, risk management files, and other critical documentation. This new guidance represents a welcome and logical step by the FDA to streamline oversight for low-risk, established technologies. It allows both the agency and manufacturers to focus their efforts where they matter most, on ensuring the safety of novel and higher-risk medical technologies. If you need assistance navigating these FDA changes, determining if your device is exempt, or managing your global market access strategy, please visit us at Pure Global. Check the description for links to our free AI-powered regulatory tools and our extensive device database. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.